This is the British Buttermere. I am en route to the Lake District for trip 9. Following this book, just in case you want to know.
And look down there, and Abraham had every opportunity to dispel what Jesus said when he first met him. Notice he doesn't say, before Abraham was, I was.
If we just get Zach Polanski or Andy Byrne,
That's evil. Makes it difficult. Anything like Peter Wilson. I mean, it came as such a shock to people that he was such a... Because these are make-beliefs, it's all make-up. It's make-up. Obviously, it was a terribly febrile time, and it was very uncertain, very dark, very icy time, very chilly after the kind of luxury of reflection. We have to do this now, or we're finished. And so that's why I'm doing it. And
what does finished mean?
What does finished mean? It means that within the life, but by the time my son is my age, he's 9 now, and I'm 52, he will be living in a country where he is an ethnic minority, and that will continue on that trajectory if the policies that have produced it aren't stopped and reversed, and then eventually we'll just die out. It's recognised that that is simply a means of making your elections look legitimate when there's no real.
Right, I need to get a parking ticket for the day, find out exactly where I am on the map, and get started on this route. So much shit to sort out just to get it started. So I've bought a ticket, £9 for the 24 hour parking ticket, £9 for 24 hours. Yeah, that's fine. So if I get stuck on the mountain, I won't get a parking ticket until tomorrow. So I need to get my walking boots on, socks on, and then we're off. So much fucking around, it's unbelievable. And I got ready last night, way better than I did on the last trip. Okay. I've got far too much shit on me. I've got my breakfast, my map, my 1 in 50,000 map, some water, everything's falling off, pockets are full. So I'm going light, taking my thick fleece out, I'm going light today. Wow, some beautiful views already. Going over to the Buttermere Lake. We started the journey now at 8 o'clock, so we arrived about 25 past 7 or something like that, and now again it's taken half an hour to get a ticket, go to the toilet, get everything, decide what I'm taking. Now we're off, now we're out and off. Let's do it. So on today's Wainwright vlog, journey trip 9, I'm hoping to do 4 Wainwrights, starting with one called Haystacks. We've got a beautiful walk down the side of Buttermere Lake coming up, and I have no idea what it's going to be like. I've done a few of the Wainwrights local to me now, Great gable, green gable, base brown. Skidoo behind me. But I have no idea what today's gonna look like or feel like or be like. But I am suspecting it to be quite a hard one, to be completely honest with you. That looks like the Fleetwood one I'm to avoid, which was an extra up there. But yeah, I'm well planned. I do want to lighten my load up and get a bit more organised. I mean, everything falling out my pockets and my pants. But yeah, let's go. Did set off at like 5 o'clock this morning and it's still in early enough. So far, this little walk around this lake is absolutely stunning. I could literally just do this and be happy and go home. So this is mentioned in the book that I'm going off. They dug this in. Beware, channel, tunnel roof is low at points. This is being put in to get through. What a cool part of the video. Can't see what's in the fort right now. That's a cool part of the video, isn't it? Brilliant. Low roof. Going up to some trees that I mentioned, a little bit of forest that's well known on this route as well. And then over there you won't be able to make it out on here, but there's a lot of people camping over there in that. Morning. This shit is too much for me. I don't like it. I really don't like it. This day. I just don't get it. You go to the countryside to get away from people, but weekends at summertime it's as busy as the city, and it's a personal preference. I get that, but I don't get it. Just gonna be honest with you, I don't get it. Too many people, too many people, too much going on. So on this walk today, the actual sort of start of the climb is a long way away. It's about 30-40 minutes away. Morning. It's about, I think about a mile and a half just to get sort of to the mountain start point around after going around Buttermere Lake. So it's a bit of a ramble to the actual first part of the mountain path. Alright, we're on tracks. We're on tracks. It's taken a while. We're actually getting into the hills now. Let's go. One of the funny things I remember when I was reading the biography about Alfred Wainwright was the guy that literally made the fells, the mountains in the Lake District as popular as they are. While they were popular in his day before he was famous, they were nowhere near as popular after his books, before and after his books were published. And years later he complained now about how popular they'd become, how he actually tried to go, from my memory, on the less popular Wainwrights or fells as he got older, I think, to avoid the large crowds. And that was from the man who was so passionate about these hills. He dedicated his life daily to learning about them, to studying them on the maps for decades, studying the maps of the Lake District, every mountain he knew probably very intimately. But he got sick of crowds, and as he got older he avoided them. So the guy that made this place as popular as it is today, he's not the reason, but he's one of the reasons. For sure, this landscape would always be highly populated, but it's funny. It's a funny one to think about. Anyway. Get the camera. Morning. Hello. Alright. So following the route from the book, it says to avoid going left up to this section where you can summit this Wainwright, to go up and take the right path up to haystacks, which is what we're doing now. Bit confusing at the beginning, it's taken a long time. It's taken me about an hour to actually get to this part, although I've not been rushing, been going slowly. To be honest, looking around, it's taken close to an hour just to get to this bit. Now the fun begins. For anybody that's never done any videoing, especially when they're on a walk, one of the dilemmas you get, or one of the dilemmas you come across, is how much time to spend trying to get your video recording in, get your footage in for putting a vlog together when you get back, and contrast that to the time you've got to do the route you're planning on doing, because it takes quite a bit of time. I reckon if you're doing videoing, it adds at least half an hour onto the walk for a full day at the very least. You're getting your GoPro camera out, maybe more. So it's something you got to think about. Something I'm noticing when I'm doing these vlogs. It's difficult to get the footage. Certainly takes a bit of practice and understanding on getting the footage that allows you to go back home and put the clips together to make it interesting for someone else to watch. So yeah, it's just something to bear in mind on these vlogs. It takes a bit of practice, a bit of learning, a bit of research, and a hell of a lot of time for editing, or as they call it, post-production. It takes a lot of time, folks. So if you've got to this point, can you give me a like and a sub? Whoops. Support my bookworm channel. This is part of interacting with books so that they don't just sit on your shelf for years, like ironically the book I'm using for all these walks now sat on the shelf for over 27 years or something, and now I'm using it to put all these walks together for the British bookworm. Let's go. It's also a skill to not trip up while you're talking to a camera with a selfie stick too. A lot of climbing to go. Jeez, that's a big climb. Holy holy shit. Right, coming to the summit of the first one. It's definitely harder from this way than the Cat Bells, with a similar height, similar rate of climb. Yeah, it's quite a big hill. Where are we going, folks? Now I know where I am 100% with that tarn. Tarn over there. This one's proving a lot harder than I was expecting it to be.
Found out later that Haystacks was Wainwright's favourite Wainwright mountain in the lakes, and this was where his ashes were released by his loved ones up here on one of these tarns. Beautiful thought to put into the video.
Today is going to be a hard day. That looks like an absolute monster. This next one, it looks like an absolute monster. Starting to feel like I've bitten a bit more than I can chew today. Coming down here, doing this way. Am I coming down the wrong section here or what? Feel like I've bitten off more than I can chew a bit today. This route, while I'm not tired yet, I can tell you for a fact I am going to be knackered by the end of it. This next mountain looks pretty intimidating. Pretty bloody intimidating. Right, I'm in the col between the first two, and this is where we're going. That's not even a quarter of it. You can't really tell the distance going up really on the camera. My hand gives a bit of perspective, and I've just seen a guy running down, but that literally looks like half or less, quarter. Yeah, not feeling this. We're not even close to the summit. Just so you know guys, I do an hour on the Stairmaster, part of the training for getting fit and losing weight, and I've always been good at climbing. I do 2 hours on the treadmill at 15% gradient non-stop. So this one is not an easy climb. Here it comes, the Mardi Gras. Yep. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, baby. We're going up, zigzagging to the summit, and going on to the third and fourth one, continuing in this direction. Hands down, this is the worst climb I have ever fucking done. I have absolutely hated this fucking climb. Never struggled as much in any climbing than this one today. In all my years of walking, this one's absolutely fucked me. It just made me feel like all the training I've done for the last 4 months have been absolutely pointless. I am absolutely gassed. Dead. Not good. Not good. There's the summit, almost there. Did not fucking enjoy that one at all. At all. I have no idea why I struggled with that so much. But that was an absolute bastard. A bit of a rest. And we're back on track, folks. This next one, I know from the route directions that it's not too difficult to cross over and start climbing this next one, so we're not doing any big descents. but the final descent's going to be a bastard, which I'm quite worried about, to be honest with you, because my knees and my ankles are really bad today. My foot grip because of my arches is really struggling. I'm really struggling today. I think that's the main issue. Anyway, it's the main issue that's making today's walk a lot harder than it would be normally. My arches are really struggling to grip. If you're under any disillusion about the height gain, that's Buttermere Lake that I was walking over on the edge on that side, my fingers pointing out, and then we moved over this way and started coming up to haystacks behind this section here. But you can see everything looks minute from this height. Alright, we're going up to the third one now. It's taken a heck of a long time, considering the book puts this at a 7.5 hour walk. Some of the freaking times in the book, this is the British Bookworm channel, just so we all know, some of the times in this book are just, in my opinion, some of them just ridiculous. He bases it on 2 or 3 miles an hour, I can't remember exactly which, 2 I think, with half an hour break, and I think even 2 or 1 15-minute break on top. And yet some of the walks I've done from this book where I've barely stopped, I've gone over the time, and it's not like really slow like a turtle. So yeah, I have a big issue. I haven't reviewed this book yet because I was going to do all 32 suggested walks in it, but I've got a big issue with the times he's put in. Guessing that might be the summit where everybody's hanging out. So that's my last one over there, downhill, up here and then down the back to Buttermere. That was a nice one. That was a nice climb. Right, I've got my sticks out. I'm going downhill now. Long descent. Put my waterproof jacket on because I think it's going to spit or drizzle or even proper climb it down. I'm going to take my time now coming back down. I'm just forgetting about any idea of getting back in 7 hours, 8 hours. Just taking my time on this bit now. So I'm having to backtrack a little bit due to having one path down and the other path option just didn't look like it was the right option at all, going off the book route that I'm using. So I went in the direction, compass bearing of the other path that looked very good from the book, but it was the wrong path. So I'm having to cut across the heather, this bit of moorland now, carefully to join the other path after speaking to another guy, which is obviously adding a lot of time on, but it's actually a very nice descent. Right, so I've had to walk from that point around there where my finger's pointing and come on a steep bend angle slowly till I made it over to the path down, and now it's the journey back down to the car this way. Still quite some time away though. Struggling, like I'm coming down really slowly, trying not to get frustrated and annoyed with myself, because my feet are like someone with a disability, and it's taken me as an adult to start to come to terms with the fact that my entire life my feet are so bad, and have been since I was a young teen, and nobody diagnosed it. So all those years where I could barely run, even when I was very fit, at a good pace, that is, I could barely run at a good pace, it's all down to my ankles. It's going to start spitting soon. I'm trying to not let it spoil the peace and quiet and the pleasure of this walk, but it's like that. I've just literally, one of the things is I have no stability, so unless I'm on a flat ground like tarmac or public footpath, I just have no stability in my feet. I've got to say, where I'm walking now is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful, it's amazing, but I have really struggled, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not enjoying it at all. There was literally a well gnarly edge where any slip and you're going down into a very tight stream, about 10 or plus meters deep, where the little waterfalls are. And my fucking foot, excuse me for swearing on my video, but my feet are just slipping and not connecting to the ground, and I'm just really struggling getting down. I'm like a disabled person. Honestly, I'm like an 80-year-old. It's getting a bit better now because these pavings are flat, but I've really struggled. This last 2 hours has been very unpleasant, and I'm really starting to wonder whether I'm going to even carry on with these videos, to be honest with you, because I'm struggling so much and it's making me so miserable, just purely because it's dangerous. I'm on my own. I can't afford to break my ankle or to twist over or fall down a cliff because my ankle's completely collapsed in on itself. I'm seriously considering completely giving up this British bookworm challenge, just because it's just too dangerous for my safety. That's how bad it is. Anyway, the sketchy bit's over. I've got a tiny section to go going downhill. The actual downhill section for this walk has not actually been too bad in general. It's not been as bad as I thought it was going to be, so that's been good. Going down there, and then we're going back to the car. You can see the lake at the start. It's this first lake of Crummock, I think. But anyway, that's where we're off now, just over there. So I've made my way down that gully and we're going down. Probably should have stayed on the other side of the back, but we're going down to the lake down there, and hopefully it's not going to be any issues getting across to the car if I'm on the wrong side. I'm going to assume they've built a bridge after 30 years since that book was published. This area I'm in now is just stunning beauty. As much as I've been in a bad mood coming down because of how much I've been struggling, the walk back now, even though I'm tired, my legs feel like crap, but this is just beautiful. I know the camera probably isn't picking much up. Camera's probably not picking much up, but it's stunning. This last section is just taking forever. Over there, over yon, it's just taking, it feels like it's taking forever. Right, so we're coming to the end, coming back into Buttermere. I'm coming back into Buttermere now. My car is waiting for me and I cannot wait. I've not had the best walk this time round. This particular route was a lot harder than the book kind of implied. I wasn't ready for that level of difficulty, even though I've been training on the stepper and treadmill, as I've probably said in this video somewhere, for a good 3 months. Pretty intense, you know, pretty intensely, but yeah, it's still very rewarding. It's nice that my car's just around the corner. I'm gonna get my sandals on, see what I need to do, and then head back to my little cottage where I live. So in all, I'm gonna rate the day. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Give the walk a 6 out of 10 for me. The walk itself, probably on a good day, everything going well, 8 out of 10. I'd say it's a brilliant walk. I think you've got to have the fitness levels for it. So yeah, in conclusion, great walk, enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favourite and my legs are tired, and I'm gonna have to take a bit out of the walk, like lesson wise. There's a few things I need to look at. Might need to get some better shoes. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and give me a like, give me a sub if you watched till the end. Now I've got the amazing 2.5 hour journey back to my home.